Am I tripping? I can't hear shit. What's going on, man? Why can't I hear anything? Brother. Bro. Hey, big up chat. Endz tried to do the Alzheimer's thing on me and make me think I was going crazy, bro. I had to go and listen back on YouTube, bro. It's him we can't hear, bro. You know, lads. It's darkness still. And have you got thingy on? Have you got your Bluetooth turned on your MacBook? You might have picked up something else on it. No, it does that sometimes. What's the chat saying anyway? You lot good? How's everybody feeling, man? I don't know why I can't hear. Change your mic output. Yeah, I can hear you now. Say something. No, it's gone again.
Yo.
Yeah, I can hear you. Can hear you.
Finally, man. Finally. Bro, I was cussing the whole time, you know. I was just cussing, bro. 4 minutes of my bad, team. My bad. Xavier, it weren't your fault. I didn't want to.
That's cool.
Yeah, it's not your fault. I thought it was I was like, yo, I thought it was at first, but then I realized when people was like, Endz can't hear you, I was like, oh shit, it is me, isn't it? But nah, guys, listen, I was saying I'll feel in a trolling mood. I feel like I'm in a mood today to just talk about this shit team run. I was just saying, basically, we're good for one game and then shit. And then we play another game and then we're just shit. And then we play another game and then we're shit. And it continues to be this way for this stupid ass Liverpool team. And I can't be bothered with them no more, bro. I literally can't be bothered. I can't be bothered supporting them at times because what's the point? At the end of the day, you support them, you expect them to deliver or at least try, and then they give you one good game and then they're back to their normality. They're back to doing the same shit they were doing the game before. And it makes no sense because I'm like, yo, those are the same exact players that played. The same ones. No, we didn't clone them. We didn't rotate the squad heavily. We took 2 players out. Well, they came out because of injuries. And then they reverted back to type.
Yeah, it didn't even make a difference, didn't it, the players that left? Because to be fair to Mamadas, bro, he made a few saves as well. I don't know, but I don't. Yeah. I don't want to, bro.
What is it to say anymore, Seth, bro?
I don't know, bro. I spent all the morning after the gym just looking at different content away from Liverpool because I can't be bothered. I'd finish up them watch along and get the fuck out of here, man. Go enjoy the World Cup or something because there's just no reprieve for Liverpool. It never gets better. And it's such an unnatural feeling as a Liverpool fan. I don't remember being like this where it's like things are not gonna get better. Things ain't getting better. And then me and my son watched the press conference like later on in the evening because I was just chilling. And
He
I was
did a
like,
press conference.
you know, the post-match conference.
Oh, bro, I ain't even watched it.
He
Sorry,
was
bro. Go on.
waffling, bro. And I had to show my son. I was like, man started talking about not having the biggest squad and just all this rubbish, bro. And the players missing, and it didn't help that Ekitike got injured. And I was like, bro, it wouldn't have made a difference, man. It wouldn't have made it. What are you talking about? I actually like Brighton. I like the way they play football. I like their manager, but their regular team isn't better than Liverpool with injuries. Our team's still better than theirs. That's how I feel about a lot of these teams when we play against them. Unless it's like a Man City or someone where if we've got injuries, their team's just way better than us. All these other lesser teams, I'm like, bro, would I picked just based on paper? Would I pick an injured Liverpool squad or would I pick Brighton squad? And I'm picking Liverpool squad every time. So don't try and tell me that this man being injured and Salah being out hasn't helped. Bro, he's rubbish all the time anyway. I'm beyond bored of it. I said it a bit in the calling yesterday, but because it's starting to make me feel like a fraud having to speak about the same thing with Liverpool all the time because I'm just repeating myself. But there's nothing more for me to uncover about Liverpool. Why is this happening? I know why it's happening. We've been knowing why it's happening. It's been happening. This is not new. If Liverpool just was on a 10-game winning streak, 15-game, and then we just lost to like Wolves out of nowhere, got battered. Someone asked, why is that happening? I'm like, oh, no, you know, maybe we need to. But it's a pattern. We're actually poor. What was it? What I said, yes, was it 50% of our games we dropped points?
Yeah.
50%. 10 losses. So when have Liverpool ever lost more games than they've drawn?
I don't know, Sav. Like I didn't realize. Obviously, you know, I know we've been losing games, but I didn't realize we've lost 10 games this season. So I went and looked, in terms of the table, and who's lost like 10 games in the league, right? And team Sunderland has lost 10, Brighton have lost 10. And then you've got other teams in and around us. Chelsea's lost 9, Brentford has lost 11, Everton has lost 11. Like Newcastle's lost 12. So we're in and around. Crystal Palace lost 11. Leeds have lost 12. Spurs have lost 14.
So we're a mid-table club.
Like, bro, I'm just apart from the dire clubs like, you know, Burnley and Wolves, which is 19 and they've lost 19 and 20 games. We're in and around a area where, like, how with the players that we have, how have we lost that many games? Like 10 is a high number of games to lose in a season, Sav. And we still got 7 left. So say we lose out of the 7 left 4 more games. We've nearly lost half the.
We're based on this season alone. Don't need to look further forward. We're a mid-table club, bro. Because all them clubs, I know it's like, oh yeah, position are you 5th or 6th? Yeah. Just look at the points where what Everton and Brentford are. They're right behind us in points, 3 points and 2 points, and we got to play Everton and that still. Like this isn't a given that where Liverpool's finishing. The only reprieve for Liverpool has been the fact that the other teams around us, and I'm not talking about Everton and that, they're actually doing what they're supposed to do. Like based on how everyone predicted Brentford and all that, this is a good season for Brentford. It's not a bad season. But if you go and look at every time we keep losing games, the other teams just lose as well or drop points. Kind of stop looking at United now because they're a bit further ahead, but they drew, and then Chelsea don't win, and then Villa will lose. It's hot. It's bad, man.
It is bad.
It's really bad.
Let me. I'll bring with me, guys. Let's get Cav in as well. Big up, Cav.
Morning, guys.
Morning, bro. Like, I'm looking at the team, Sav, yeah, like from a lineup standpoint, and Cav, right? And you look at it and go, right, that team is more than capable of getting 3 points off of Brighton. We've seen us rotate the team and beating them twice this season in the cup and obviously the league as well. But you look at this squad and you go, no, this is more than enough to create opportunities, score some goals, and walk away with win, no matter where you're playing, home or away. But then, like, you can't even trust the players on the football pitch at times to be consistent. You can't trust them at all to be consistent in the game. And you know, it was crazy because as soon as Ekitike went off, he changed the system. Instead of putting on another attacker and just sticking to what we wanted to do, the game plan, it was like, right, Ekitike is now injured. Shit, let's just change it and go and do something different. And then at halftime, 100% agree he's definitely changed the system. Whether or not he kind of kept it a little bit in the first half, in that second half, he changed it. The team looked way too open in the second half. I heard the commentators talking about, oh, yeah, it's a diamond and you're going to get players rotate. I'm trying to find this diamond. And I couldn't find the diamond at all, bro. I went back and looked at it. I'm like, who's the DM? Who's the right side of the day? Who's the left side of the day? Who's the top of the diamond?
McAllister's supposed to be the top of the diamond, isn't he? And Wirtz is supposed to be the left of it. But Wirtz is left. When Wirtz is left of anything, it just means he can do what he wants. That's when you put. I'm not even blaming him for it. That's all season from when he started for Liverpool. I think we played Everton and he played, and he was on the left wing, and we had no left side for the whole game because it's just there to get all the players on the pitch at the same time, the tactics and the formation. So it gives it. That's why if you go on Sky Sports or go to TNT, everyone's got different formations up. Nobody knows what's going on. They just know that these people are playing them when we kick off. And I see, and I'm not dissing McAllister based on yesterday's game or anything. When I see McAllister at the top of the diamond, and I'm like, ain't that the position you bought Wirtz for, though?
Yeah.
And when we didn't have Wirtz, I'm not saying that he should listen to us fans, because why would you? But that's what we were saying. Try McAllister up there, and now you want to try him when we've got the 10. I don't know, man. I don't know, but there was no fire yesterday at all. There was none. It felt like what's that thing? What people normally say at the end of the season? The players are on the beach, innit? Normally when when you've got nothing to play for. And if you look at this is around the time, the 7 games left of the season, for the teams that are mid-table, like I don't know, like Fulham and them lot. It's normally for those kind of people, and then there's someone in relegation battle, someone's in a title race, and then whatever race for the top 4, whatever. But it felt like Liverpool decided yesterday that we're on the beach, it's done for, man. We're chilling. It's horrible.
Yeah, it's you look at that lineup, and I know we did a bit of a chat before the game ends, and we said these players, when you look at them and their individual ability, they should easily beat that Brighton side. That ain't even the best Brighton side you've ever seen. Like, it's not. Brighton don't have the best, better individuals than they had in previous years that they beat us with, by the way. And they're not even playing as good football as they have done in previous years as well. So when you look at the 2 lineups, we should be way better than them. But I said we'd lose. Well, if we were to lose, it'd be because they just work harder than us. Like, just the basics of the games, every single team is beating us on. Just effort, desire, mentality, work rate, winning individual duels, being aggressive. We ain't talking about, the technical ability of these players. We're talking about the stuff that should just be on, like, you don't even have to talk about it. It's just a given when you play for Liverpool that you give. And they don't even do that. And it's now I'm seeing excuses about, turnaround times between games and players' fitness and things like this. I'm like, I don't care. You play for Liverpool. You knew what you were signing up for. Like, if you don't want to play 3 times a week, you don't want to be in the Champions League, you don't want to win the major trophies, then don't come here then. Go somewhere else. This is what you took the paycheck, you signed on, you're talking about how I want to win all these trophies. Well, work for it then. What? You're at Brighton on a nice sunny day. You had rest between games. Shut up and just play football. I'm sick of these excuses from these players, man. And I swear to God, I'm done talking about Slot. Because from what we're seeing from these players now, I feel sorry for the next man at this point. And I hate to say it because I really like the players as individuals. I genuinely do. But the attitude that they're showing at times and the mentality, it stinks. And I think a new manager that comes in, he'll do well initially because he'll fix a lot of easy things, right?
Yeah.
Like not playing Szoboszlai in midfield, like not playing Wirtz on the left, like not putting McAllister as the man that's pressing most advance up the pitch and letting you forwards do that. Easy things, right? But then I just fear at the point in which it goes against us and there's a bit of bad luck. These players ain't the people that are in the trenches for you. They're the people that go hiding. They literally hid on that pitch yesterday. And I'm just like, I can't resonate with that. So I want a new manager, yes. But these players have got to hold some accountability as well, because there was no excuse for them being outrun by 8 kilometers yesterday by Brighton. Are you mad? That is terrible. I don't care if you just played a piss easy game at home in the Champions League and you had to travel to Brighton 2 days later. And this ain't me and you going down there.
Yeah.
These are professional footballers with all the backroom staff and health and fitness and, you know, individual sort of training, all these kinds of things. I can't hear any excuses. That was terrible.
Do you know where it's mad? Because you know, when I said to you, let's identify areas, right, where we need to win. And remember, we said Pascal Gross and Milner versus Gravenberch and McAllister. That if we're gonna play, if those are your two anchors, your two players that's gonna sit, we need to win that battle. And we've got younger legs in there than they do. And
are you sure about that? Are you sure you got younger legs in there? You think McAllister can run out Pascal Gross and Milner, bro? Not to mention, he didn't even sit. He didn't even sit there. No, you're not right, Cav, and you're right, Cav. This is what man tried to argue with me on the calling show yesterday. I just conceded the argument because sometimes when I know, I know. I'm done with speaking about Slot, bro. We already know. What are these players doing? Because we might as well talk about the players because they're the ones who are going to be here when a new manager comes in or another manager after that comes in. And everyone's just happy with the way they play, just happy to say, well, if everyone's bad, then it must be the manager. Well, that's not entirely true, is it? Because when I'm watching games, so is Kirkes shit now? Because everyone's been bigging up Kirkes for the last two months and that, saying he's been consistent. He plays for Slot still. It was real shit when he came on. He plays for Slot still. Mamada's Philly was good yesterday. He plays for Slot still. It's a choice. The tactics are the tactics. When we're conceding from set pieces off positional stance, and when I'm watching, when I'm watching the goalkeeper just pass the ball to their DM, and the DM just spins our players and walks into midfield, and then they took off Milner, and then Baleba did the same thing. Tactics. But the pressing, that's all your intensity. That's down to you. Mm-hmm. So yeah, you're right, putting them battles up and that. But one thing we know about Milner and Pascal Gross and that, when we're talking about the mentality of them two compared to Grav and McAllister, mentality won yesterday. Football didn't. Mentality did that. Brighton were bopping the ball around like it was a training session. We're chilling. Mm-hmm. No fight, man.
And we talk about in years gone by how good managers were and tactical setups were, and playing out from the back first, you know, came from Europe into the Premier League game, and teams were trying it, and they were foolish too, and you know they were getting caught out, and then they figured it out, and you had like a really good Brighton side and other teams where they were playing really good football. That's not football. That's not how I see football anymore. I actually think that we're not as clever. Teams aren't as tactically set up. I don't think they have that intention of game plan. I think that they just are pretty basic. What I seen from Brighton do yesterday wasn't down to the fact that it was a tactical masterclass. I've not heard that phrase once. It was just pure and simple, basic football with a bit of effort. Yeah. Whereas ours was no effort, and that's how we lost. So that's where I put it on the players, because I don't care what Slot sent you out to do. I don't care what position he told you to play. If you were willing to run and willing to work hard, you could have beat that side. You weren't beat by tactics yesterday. You were beat by effort. So that's where I pull it down on the players, because we're watching 90 minutes of football there, and we're getting bopped around, and we're losing, and we need to win to get into Champions League. And the players are just, I can't see anyone getting pissed. I can't see anyone getting angry. I can't see anybody like stopping play, getting in a huddle, have a chat about what's going on. Like nothing, just passive. And that is just, and we've said it for so long, clearly training sessions, behind the scenes, there's no intensity. There's no eliteness. There's no, you know, these players are coasting. They're coasting because you give them one excuse and they take it and run a mile. Yeah, dude. And that's what they've been doing all season. And it's like, they need someone to go into like the AXA and be like, this ain't good enough. I'll sack you all. I'll sack all of you now unless you fix up. And if you don't like it, then you can bounce. But it just seems soft. And obviously the manager's had his his neck on the line for a long time. So that's their easy excuse, isn't it? That's their excuse. They'll be disappointed when they don't get Champions League. They're disappointed when they walk away from the season without a trophy.
Will they be disappointed though, Cav?
Well, the mindset will shift because they'll very quickly turn their attentions to the World Cup, and then they'll see where they're at in August. Some of them will probably think, you know what, worst case scenario, we'll get a move. It's a worst case scenario. We have a year out and we have a new manager and we start again. But that's not good enough. That's loser mentality. That's waiting. As players, you shouldn't be waiting for what's coming up. You should be playing here and now. And that's the mentality that's seeped into these players. And that's why I just think we've took such brilliant players and we've just given them a license to do nothing. It's terrible. I can't resonate. That's not us at all. We were the complete opposite. All of our success in recent years has come from getting players that are not the best in the world, but their mentality was elite. You fought for everything. And you worked and you banded together like a band of brothers and you worked hard for each other. We're the complete opposite now. We're the complete opposite. We've become Man United, which we said we would.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Man
it's so
United.
true, isn't it?
It's true. Man United and then that weak Arsenal squad, what everyone used to diss all the time. Well,
Yeah, because they always found excuses, didn't they, Sav? They always found that team always found excuses. The United team was like, we'll just buy top players and hopefully it works. But then
yeah,
the
that
football was
weak
shit.
Arsenal team, which was the start of Arsenal Fan TV, that around that period when Troy Deeney was saying they don't have no balls and all that. And it was all about you lot are weak, but they could still play good football. They were just weak. We can't do any of it. I don't, honestly, apart from, and I'm obviously wrong, but apart from one shot that Gakpo had and Verbruggen say, I don't remember Verbruggen doing anything but pass the ball, bro. I don't remember him doing it, just passing the ball around. Slot had all that energy in the week against Galatasaray, screaming on the top line and stuff like that. You know, can you speak to your players like that while they're pissing around? Because he's shit. But there's going to be, out of all these games we played, there's going to be some of them where he's told them the right thing to do and they've been shit. Can you scream at them? Can you convey that you're not happy with the way they're performing? No, you want to do the, I'm cool. You're not Zidane, bro. You're not that cool, bro, to just stand there and give them the look like you don't know what you need to do. You slut. We didn't know you a year and a half ago. Relax on it. You're not him. Do something, man. But as I said, when you see the excuses that he makes, and my son was laughing at it because when a man tells you that I'm not trying to make excuses and then continues to make excuses after, I'm like, yeah. I see what you've done. He reeled, I was creasing, he reeled off loads of different things and he said, but I'm not making excuses. Brighton were the better team. You literally just did. You knew what you tried to do. And if that's happening from them, and I've seen Virgil do the same thing, I'm like, there's just trickle down effect in it. Manager makes excuses, Virgil makes excuses, the players make excuses, and then that's it.
Do you see sometimes when you look at a team and you go, right, you need certain characters in your team to make it an elite squad. You're going to need players that's not as good tactically or as a player, but they've got that leadership mentality in them where they can go, right, I might not be able to come on the pitch and give you maybe a goal or an assist, but I'll come on and work hard and I'll rattle everyone and I'll make sure I G up everyone in the team and go, look, the standards needs to be X. And the reason why we used to fight for Henderson so much, man, it's like, yo, he don't score, he don't assist. What does he do? Yeah, this is what he does. Like the team. And a lot of people might say, look, you're just going back and looking at it because of the team how it is. Nah, you always need a squad of players like that. Milner, why Klopp fought hard to try and keep Milner in Liverpool? Because he was just like, I hear we got good players, and Milner might not be the guy that's going to start games, but there's something he offers that most of these men do not. And we need people like that in and around the club. You're going to need those guys. You need the guys where you can turn around and go, yo, I'm having a bad day and he's not having it. I don't care if you're a superstar. I don't care. You think if these guys were still around, or let's not even use them. Let's say we had characters similar to them. So we had a character like a Milner, a character like a Henderson in the squad. Do you think half these guys was going to be able to get outran or outworked by if these guys were here within that dressing room and seeing the stats on hearing how people are talking about us? The first time they would have nipped it in the bud when San Marino offered us out for a game. Man's like, nah. So these men think they can disrespect us. So we're a laughing stock now. The next game, we're running around and we're mashing up everyone on the pitch. Milner,
it's one of the reasons why Brighton brought Milner in. For that, they brought him in for that reason. They didn't bring Milner in at the age he is for his skill. And Milner's a good footballer, bro. But they didn't bring it. They could have brought anyone. They got a great scouting system. I remember. I don't know which one of their players are talking about it, but it was to do with like, and I think Hurstler as well on Football Focus. He's a young manager, and he's younger than Milner. The manager is, and he knows, but trying to convey his stuff on the pitch to people that don't know who he is. It's not like a world-beating manager that's got trophies everywhere and stuff like that. He needs someone to be a general for him on the pitch and in the change room and stuff like that. And then so happens he'd done that interview, and then they brought Milner in straight after, and I'm like, well, it tells you a lot. It's very smart what you've done there. With our players, it feels like, forget how bad we think about Slot. I feel like they don't respect him. I feel like when the good times were good, it was easy to respect him because you can just show me wins and give me a trophy, and we've lost our old manager. And then when the going gets tough, even though he's rubbish, it's easier to just blame him, isn't it? Yeah, like
similar to Henderson at what's it called, Brentford as well.
Yeah.
They didn't bring him in because he's a cold player. They brought him in because he's gonna lead them. He's gonna bring something different. He's gonna win. He's gonna bring a winning mentality into the dressing room. And that's not a knock on the players that we have, but we're just missing the key characters. So even when I'm looking at players that we're potentially gonna sign, I'm just like, I hear it, but you're gonna need to sign players that have that mentality, or else you're gonna have to wait for a Szoboszlai to develop it, and then do you give him the armband, or do you wait another year before you give him the armband? And who else is behind him now? Robbo seems checked out. He don't look like, oh, I'm willing to like lead these guys because it's long. You man have been trying to disrespect me. The fan base is disrespect. So he's like, yeah, I don't have. Even when he came out and said, I don't have to prove nothing in the Liverpool shirt. That just says to me a guy that's like, I've won everything. You guys think I'm some idiot, like I can't play still. Cool, whatever in it. Do what you need to do. I'll go find somewhere else where I'm appreciated and finish up my career. Yeah. Then you look around the rest of the squad and you're like,
nobody. Because Sabo does the Gerrard thing, and they're not like each other, by the way, and fed up at them comparisons. But what is a comparison is lead by example, and Gerrard wasn't talking that much. Of course, you see him shouting around, but he wasn't. It wasn't. Oh yeah, Tony Adams shouting. It was no. I'm going to take the game by the scruff of the neck. Look at my intensity I'm running. Look at the tackles I'm putting in. Follow me. That's what Sabo does. After that, there's no Carragher in our team. There's no one else talking. And for as much as I love the guy and I love the player, I was skeptical about Virgil being captain in the first place because I know why everyone fell into the trap, because he looks like a captain. It's all to do with his stature and stuff, because they were saying it when Henderson was here the whole time. And I remember the Dutch national players, the legends, dissing him as a captain constantly. Van der Vaart and all that. They were those dissing him all the time. And I was like, yo, that's a bit harsh still, but I'm not from that country and I'm not watching all their games. Yeah, I think I see why they said it now. So
you guys are right. I think in any kind of establishment, especially a football team or a sports team, experience counts for so much. And we all get excited by youngsters coming through, and we all get excited by wonder kids and players that are about to explode and watching their rise and stuff. And it's not sexy, is it, to sign a 33-year-old? Milner's not a sexy signing, but you can't replace experience. And experience and good experience is respect. And so when these players talk and when these players tell you to do something, players listen. Now, I like Szoboszlai. I think he is, the rising leader in this group, and he's led by example this season. But he ain't got a bag of experience behind him. So I'm imagining when he goes and talks and he's saying, "Yo, if we play like this, we deserve to be in the Conference League," and all them kinds of things. Young players and the rest of the players in that squad ain't going, "Oh, Sabo said that."
Yeah, he's probably not even saying it in the change room. He's only saying it to the press.
It carries no weight because he's only been doing it for a couple of years. Been at Liverpool 3, probably only shown real leadership this year, to be fair, maybe a bit last year.
This year. Yeah.
So suddenly it can't resonate, and that's just human nature. If you've got a boss that's been there and done it and experienced for years versus the new guy that's just walked in, who do you think you're going to respect more? Both of them are saying the same things. Both of them are right in what they're saying. But which one do you think you're going to respect more? The experienced guy, right? It's just the way it is. And so you do need that in your group, okay? Slot isn't an experienced manager, right? The players that we got, they're good players. And yes, they're internationals and they're probably captains of their own sides, but they're relatively young. They're not massively experienced. They ain't got Champions League and Premier Leagues behind them. Some of them have and here. But it's not. We've not got a weight of leaders in there when you really think about it. You know, when you really look at the individuals and what they give you, there's not a lot of people that really want to put the club on their back and carry it. So ultimately, this is where the standards begin to drop, because there's not enough voices in there that are being respected. And players ain't stupid. They see what we see from the fans. They know that Slot's going to be moved on. So why are they going to listen to him for the next? We've been saying this since, for what? We know that the football's been bad for over a year now. So the players do. They know that the manager, right, took over an elite squad. So the players do. They know that there was a lot of credit to winning that Premier League last season from the carryover of what Jurgen Klopp instilled. The players do. So you go into this year now where everything is Slot's team, Slot's ideas, Slot's philosophy, and it hasn't worked. And we're saying, okay, well, then we want to move that on. The players will. They're humans like us. So I don't think that they're going to be feeling any different just because they're closer to the gaffer and they're getting the information directly. I think they're checked out with this manager. And that for me is like where I have to hold the players accountable and say, that mindset ain't right though. We as fans can think that, right? And the inevitable will happen. Slot will be moved on. But you as players are going to be left here. So you need to make sure you're doing absolutely everything you can to remain respected and to have fans believe in you, because the new manager comes along and we need that faith that this squad with a few additions is going to go and carry us. And if we don't believe that because of what you're showing us this season, then you won't win anything. It's a trade-off between fans and players. For these players to win anything, any major honor, they need the fans. They need Anfield. That's just the truth. Yeah. If they want to win the Champions League, they need second leg ties back at Anfield. That is the way it is. But there's no point coming back to Anfield if the fans don't believe in you, if they can't back you. If it's silent in Anfield. I've been to Premier League games especially, and it's silent in Anfield. There's nothing to get behind. We know the direction of travel with this club, and it's down because of what we're seeing. So the players need to hold accountability and be like, we're going to perform, we're going to work hard, we're going to lay everything out on the line. And if the manager moves on, sound, we'll get a new one in. That is what it is. It's outside of our control. But at least keep the fans on side. And I think the fans and manager have lost the fans, to be honest with you. It's dead.
How do you, because you're right, in terms of they can drop tools on the manager, right, and go, right, we don't want to play for him, we don't respect him. But the moment they do that, I'm like, yeah, I hear that, but why are you doing that? You know, the fans are still the ones that you play for, right? You know, the fans is the reason why you get the pay that you get. Because if they stop turning up to games and stop buying the merchandise, I promise you see how quickly there's no such sport as football anymore. So I can hear you dislike the manager, but still have something in you to go, do you know what? We dislike what he's doing, but we know we're here for the fans, in it. We're going to work as hard as we possibly can, but we're going to still, like, whoever you need to speak to, like, look, I think it's time for him to go, but we know we have to do our jobs, and our jobs is to make sure we give our best. These men are not doing it. And that's why I said on one of the streams I did previously, and I said, if these guys start playing well, if a new guy come in, they're taking the piss. They're taking the piss. There's no way you're going to tell me, so you guys could play like this the whole time. Someone's gonna say, yeah, but it's a tactic sense. Nah, it's the effort. It's the effort from these guys that they're not giving. They're not doing it on a consistent basis. Because we saw the scope of both. We saw them giving effort against Galatasaray. We saw that effort, determination, where they were like, we know we're better than you, and we're going to show that we're better than you today. We're going to give everything. We saw that, and then the complete opposite against Brighton. It was just like, it's just whatever in it. Just whatever in it.
But we've seen that all season. I mean, I need to get the table up and look at it. We lost 10 games in the Premier.
10 games in the Premier.
10 games, yeah. First time for 10 years or something like that. How many games we won? I'll have to have a look. But I would say that most of them, 99%, we've won 14 games.
114, I think 114, drawn 7 and lost 10. Something like that.
Correct, yeah.
Okay.
Something like that.
Lost 10.
Yeah, it is.
I think we dropped points about 50% of our games. Something like that.
Yeah. So would you then say the 10 games we've lost, we've deserved to lose? I would say so.
Yeah, all of them.
The games that we've won, have we deserved to win all them games? I'd say we deserve to win about half of them, if that, to be honest with you. We've been poor. We've been against every single side, against every single setup, every single tactic. We've been poor. The only time that we can say that Liverpool have actually stepped up and performed, right, is when they're desperate and in desperate need to.
Yeah.
That's right. They had to win. They were desperate. You lose that game, you're out. It's done. There's no turning back. Oh, suddenly mindset switches and we're putting effort in now. You know, against earlier on in the season in the Champions League, where there's a bit of aggression and the fans start getting up, and then it inspires the players and they start working hard, and then we win games. It's like, okay. But other than that, when you leave it down to the players to show their own mentality and their own effort without any kind of jeopardy or any kind of fight or any kind of like it's a last case scenario, this is what they give you. This is the base level for them. This is normal for them. That's the character that we have in our squad. And I hate to say it because I like the players, but that is the mentality of this group. And a lot of that is down to the manager, yes. It comes down to players, man. You're on the pitch. I mean, we've all played football, right? I can't remember being stood on a pitch and being like, the manager's asking me to do this, but we're losing the game, so I'm just going to continue with it. At some point, I get pissed off. You know how I play FIFA? I start roaming from my position. I start doing tricks. I start trying to make something happen because you get wound up. But these players are just like, man, nah. Yeah, Baleba just ran through our midfield. Okay, do you want to stop him next time? Anybody who's not embarrassed by that and want to go stop that happening? No.
You know, it's mad because I try. Obviously, I don't get to see every camera angle, and even when I've gone to the games, I don't watch what the coaching staff and the manager is really doing. I try and focus on the game, try and see what we're trying to do. But from what I've seen, yeah, it's like no one's bothered by it. Like the players are not bothered by it. Like no one's going, yo, like what are we doing here? I've seen Virgil do it a few times where he's like getting mad at, but I'm just like, this far, it's a few times, not even a handful. But I don't see the players in general going, yo, this can't happen. I don't see like coaching staff jumping off the bench like, what the hell are you man doing? I don't see the manager like screaming at them like, bro, how's he? Because I tell you, the first time you see something like that happen, you need to nip it in the bud straight away, bro. You need if you let that happen and no one says anything, it will happen again and it will happen again. It's like, you know what I feel like? All of these players are so close as friends, right? They're too close as friends where they feel they can't say certain things to each other. Mm-hmm. Like, and I'm just like, you can still be friends and still disagree. You can't, like, we can't agree on everything. You can still be brethren and disagree. Like these men,
we got a team of sisters of them.
I don't want to say nothing to Mac. I don't want to say nothing to Grav. I don't want to say nothing to Sobo. Virgil, he's won champs I don't want to really, I can't really bad him up because I'm just like, you need a player that goes, you man are my brethren regardless, but I don't give a shit for 90 plus minutes. I don't care. I want to win. And if I see you guys fucking around on the football pitch, I'm going to tell you about it. The first one, I might be like, boys, lads, come on, let's fix that up. But the next one, where I feel like I've had a conversation with you and I've pointed out something and then you've gone, yeah, cool, no worries. And then it happens again and again. Then the words are not going to be nice after that because now I think you're taking a piss because we're here to try and win. I want to get in the Champions League. I want to try and win this. I want to try and win that. And you guys are going, oh, I better not. I better be nice with my words. And that's why when Milner was badding up badding up Virgil, I was loving it because I was like, yo, no one's going to say nothing to him.
Yeah, and so, that time when Milner badded him up, it was right at the beginning of the season, and Milner's the one who got cooked by Sancho. And he got up and got mad at Virgil because he was doing the hands behind the back thing. Like, what are you doing, bro? The reason why I'm sliding around like a dickhead because you're not doing anything. That's what I'm saying. But like, I think you're right, bro, because obviously we can only speak on mentality by assumptions because I don't know these guys on it. But you can see certain things on the pitch. I think we might have signed a bunch of sissies, bro. Like great footballers, sissies, bro. And before we used to have not so much a policy, but he always used to be like, we need a certain type of player. And then obviously when Klopp left, we found out how he would do certain things. Like I invite him around to the house to talk to them, these kind of things. That's why there's always these stories of players that don't play for Liverpool, never played for us, but they met up with him before. Remember, it's meeting with Mbappe's mom and all that business. So I don't think we have that. And you said it right. If it is what you said, you think the players are too close. That's a problem because the closer we've got as friends, I'm gonna just be more honest with you, isn't it? Not less honest. I shouldn't need to tell you that. Yeah, I shouldn't need to tell you that for 90 minutes. I'm just gonna cost you what we're friends after. Duh, obviously.
Yeah.
I mean, I do sometimes. I can't lie. I do question at the end of these feature snippets if we're still friends. But
yeah, bro, it has to be that because you remember? I think
I missed that chance, man. Sam slagged off my mum. I'm not sure if this is what we do now.
Yeah, but it's only for 90 minutes. After the 90 minutes, your mum's lovely.
Your mum's lovely after 90 minutes.
Yeah, after 90 minutes, your mum's lovely, bro. But it's just little things, and obviously we read into a lot now because we know too much in it. Some of things we read into too much, and sometimes we like it. But Endz, remember that video? Remember that old video with Henderson and Robbo and Trent? Remember the car video?
Yeah,
remember how Hendo was. It's content.
Wow.
And Hendo got straight away. He was like, "Nah." You could see how he's being funny about it straight away. Like, yeah, so training, yeah, because I'm like, you don't want to be here, bro.
Bro, the man was like, he's in the back. There's like, oh yeah, we wanted to get the captain on. You know, we've been trying hard to try and get him here. We've got him here now. Henderson's in the back seat, guy, and you could see in his face, like, bro, hurry up and do this stupid ass video, bro, so we can get to training. And then the way he was speaking, like, bro, it felt like he was like their dad in the back seat, guy. And you man, stop being dumb in it, bro. Like, remember, this is on video, and we have a certain things to uphold right now.
Yeah, bro.
Like,
and he made a comment about having training the next morning, and I was like, yeah, bro, this isn't. And when I watched the high performance, and Milner was on there, and Hendo, and it was talking about, I like the little things like we always used to joke about it, especially in a positive way. When Milner was like, yeah, if you're on time, you're late, so I'm not trying to hear that. And oh, the kids are on the phone and that. Yeah, we're taking that phone. Yeah, take that shit. It's my phone.
That's my phone now.
You've been fined. Hold that. Yeah, I mean, and then what was it? Milner fined himself.
Yeah.
It sounds dumb, but these are millionaires, and so you have to find some way to keep man motivated. And obviously, you're a millionaire amongst other millionaires, and now you're not special. You know what I mean? You might feel special about the working class with certain money, but now you're a millionaire among. Yeah, your wages, okay, you can buy a yacht, and I can buy a little bit of a lesser yacht. But what? Now what?
What?
You get me? Milner was older than all our players the whole time. So every time we're watching the preseason lactate test, Milner's at the front running on his own, and he's stopping because he has to stop because he's like, "Yo, big man, we can't be out here all the time. Can we stop now?" He's leading the charge, bro. Little things. We don't have that anymore. So I was there as well when we signed some of these players, Frimpong and that. And I'm not saying that there's anything wrong with him. We fed into that. Oh, he's a nice character in it. Because what we've seen on Leverkusen, the interviews and stuff, and TK, these are nice characters. Still nice guys, bro. And I still enjoy all of that stuff because I like the fact that footballers ain't robots. But that possibly, because I don't know, that can seep into the other side and you can become almost unprofessional and laugh around too much and not know when to do them things. That happens in regular day life. There's always like a clown at work that is funny and he does work. But then after a bit, you're like, no, brother, I'm trying to...
Yeah, we need to stop.
I'm trying to put this deal together and that, and you're making your mom jokes to my man. Shut up, bro. That doesn't mean... You get me? He gets like that. He gets like that. We've done it. Endz, you worked in the phone. We were salesmen. Yeah. I'll be selling phones and that, and because man were trying to flirt with girls to sell phones, now one of the guys in the shop want to get too far with it. So we should go out. No. I'm trying to sell her a BlackBerry, bro. No, stop. And then you get what we get now, bro. So these are little things. So when I sound harsh in my watch along, screwing at Ekatike because I knew it was a dead leg.
Yeah,
like, I hear it. I'm not mad at you going off the pitch. Dead legs are horrible sometimes. Like sometimes you can't carry on.
Yeah.
When I saw him crying, I said, "Oh,
yeah, the tears was crazy."
I'm like, this is not right, bro. This is not.
Nah, that's what we said. As if it's something broken stuff, we could accept it. We go, okay.
Yeah.
But dead leg, bro. Like, come on, man. And look, what you said about the players here, signing those characters, you still need them, but it felt like we've gone so the other way in terms of just solely getting those type of characters instead of getting the these man is here to just run through brick wall.
I think having them characters is fine if we still had Jurgen Klopp. If you still had the man there that's like keeping all of that stuff in check. You know, remember, Hendo come out and said when he first came in, the players didn't like training sessions because they started training in evenings the night before if they had an evening game a day later and things like that. And a few of the players complained. He went to Klopp and said, "Oh, I'm only coming here because there's a few of the lads that don't like the training." And Klopp turned around and said, "Well, tell me who. If they got a problem, tell them to come speak to me." Do you know what I mean? I reckon if he was still here now, Ekitike is coming in, bopping, and you know, they're all messaging each other about what they're wearing the next day. They're all chilling around the coffee bar, or we'll go Salah's tonight to sit around and have food on the sofa and all of that kind of stuff. Klopp would have not nipped it in the bud, but he'd have said something that just planted the seed to let them know, don't go too far with that shit.
Yeah.
Because that's who he was. You know, he was, I think, what was his famous saying? I'm your friend, but I'm not your best friend, or something like that. Cool. You know, I'm your friend and I'm also your worst enemy, and all these kinds of things, because it's like keeping a sort of leash on that kind of things, keeping these young men in check, these young millionaires, right? That are at the top club, they've got nice houses, nice cars, they've got the best coffee bar with the barista in, they've got the best gym, they've got a nice place of work, they've got Anfield, and they get it all, right? Which, don't get me wrong, relatively to the time footballers have. Yeah. But you have to have people keeping that stuff in check, because when it's time to work, you've got to switch the mentality to work mode. And it seems like these players are struggling with that, because there's either not enough of a motivation or a disciplinarian in there. And that's why we're getting these lackluster performances. In my opinion, it comes down to that culture that's now in the group.
You don't have, you know what I feel like they don't have someone that's a buzzkill. You know, when you just want to vibe today and you just got the guy that's like, bro, like he's not having none of it. It's like, so you man are gonna just sit at the coffee bar, and then just walk off. And you're like, yeah, like, what did he mean by that? Let me get up. Fuck it, man. Let me get up. Let me get in the gym. Yeah. Like, so you guys come in early. Have you been to see the physio? Have you been to? You guys having a coffee early? Okay. Okay.
I can tell you now. I can tell you firsthand how that works. Right. You guys know I've got my own businesses. Right. My main business. I have 30 direct employees. Okay. Some of them work from the office, some of them don't. I aim to leave the office, if I'm in the office, about 5 o'clock, because I like to have my evenings at home with family and all that kind of thing, right? 5 o'clock comes and there's 1 or 2 members of staff that stay till like 6, and I feel guilty for leaving. As the boss, it's my business. I employ them, I pay them, right? With agreed hours. I feel guilty for leaving, and I think, and sometimes I stay behind because that guilt bothers me. I can't be seen as them working harder than me. They definitely ain't, by the way, right? But I can't let them think that they are, because they're staying there. I could never have them turn around to me and go, yeah, but we stay later than you do. Because I'd get pissed and I'd be like, well, you don't do this and don't do this. So if I know firsthand that's how I work, I can only imagine if you're in a group of players that sat around a coffee bar and that one guy gets up and goes, training 5 minutes, I ain't taking a piss, I'm getting prepped and getting warmed up. Oh, what, you lot are doing that? I ain't. It seeps in. It seeps in. And you're right with the way it's a buzzkill, but it's like looking at that one guy where you're like, he makes me feel guilty. He makes me feel bad for not doing that, because he's achieving more in the same hours that we are. Because they all turn up to training at roughly the same time. If that guy's getting there 20 minutes early, putting in more training, whether he's getting on the pitch or he's not getting on the pitch, he should be making you think a certain kind of way. And I don't think we've got that in that group anymore.
Do you know the one guy you'd probably, like, we've called, like, future leader, maybe a captain, is the one guy that you'd want to do it, but he's not doing it. He's there with Salah, sitting there in the same stupid ass vesting, bro, the Under Armour, sitting there, feet crossed, chatting shit to each other. Even though, for me, I still think he can be a future leader.
It's because he looks up to Salah, and these lot still look at like.
That's the guy who did it, because he's showing it on the pitch, isn't he, sir? He's showing it on the pitch by his work rate. But you see, if he starts planting those seeds with it as well, and I'm not saying maybe he is, maybe there's other people doing it because we don't know firsthand. Yeah. We can only go off of the evidence of what we've seen across this whole season. And the evidence
it will happen when he goes to this first season without a trophy. Because remember, it's not. That's his thing, isn't it? Sobo. So when he goes to the first season without a trophy and he realizes, I worked my ass off and I still didn't get a trophy. So what? So then you still have to do more yourself. They look up to man like Salah and that because of that. Look, if you look at their age, And then when Salah and Bobby and Mane were killing it for Liverpool, bro, they're still young, bro. They were
They'd
young.
be like teenagers, innit? When Salah
Yeah,
and them
yeah.
man
They're
were
like 16, 17 and all that. So it makes sense. They have to get past that part where it's like, oh, you ain't even leading us anymore. Because any interview we've ever seen with ballers who play for Liverpool, when they start asking people about training and who takes, it was always Salah. Always. Salah's, demon in training. They always, the way he blah, 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 and the food. And then the young ones like Harvey and that used to look up to him. I used to eat, saw Salah's eating, so I eat like Salah. Dope. Yeah, but now Salah's relaxed. So now what?
Chilled, nice.
The guy that you was looking that was always in the first one in the gym, last one out the gym, always eating right and all that. He's sat at the coffee bar first. So I'm sit with him. I'm gonna just sit with him. And you have to have, and I'm not blaming Salah for it because he's probably just naturally like at the end of his reign now, and he's been keeping up that mentality for such a long time. It takes a special person to do that. That's why Ronaldo's still doing it. Forget where he plays. It's the way he is. That's him now. It's not a job to him. It's a lifestyle. Like I just do this. Some people have like a cut-off point, a destination with certain things in it, and people go on diets and then they stop in it because the diet there's an end to it. There ain't an end to a lifestyle, bro. This is just me now. I'm the person who does this on the pitch, and we're talking about elite levels, Latan and them. Like, I do this no matter what. That's what I'm known for. We don't seem to have that, and you're right. There's a lot of people in the squad. They are still young. They're not babies,
mad young,
but they're young men. So there's a certain thing, but like. I love the way Ekitike's attitude is when he was speaking in interviews and stuff like that. But I don't need him to be like, he's got that attitude. Still needs somebody to push him though. He needs a motivator somewhere where it's the coach. You can't just be, I'm Ekitike and I'm cool now and I play for Liverpool. You still need more. And they don't motivate each other, none of these players. None of them look at each other like, oh, he's playing like this, so I'm going to try and step up. They don't care.
Do you know the other person as well, Curtis, bro? When he came out and he did that little mini rant, but gave us the real after that Champions League game, and he was just talking about like fight and some about we need to look at ourselves and we need to, and he's not starting and playing. Sometimes you need those mindsets. The Hendo mindset.
Yeah. Said one too many things.
But do you know what I mean? Though you need the Robos to start. You need the Wataru Endos to start. You need the guys that you know, the guys that you go, bro, they're gonna give everything. They're gonna run. They're gonna fight. And then it seeps into the other players because now that's the standards we hold. And if you're coming on and you want to take the spot, you have to come in and do the same thing. But the manager has done I want to play in a certain way in these guys. And I have no issue that if that's what you think is best for your team and how you want to play, cool. But you have to be able to have balance. And we don't have that balance no more. We've got just a bunch of players that like each other too much. And even if they think bad things, they'd rather keep it to themselves than actually talking to each other like men and go, do you know what, bro, the last game you was this. You could turn around to me like, yeah, same, you're pointing fingers, but last game you were like this. Get it out in the open. All of these team meetings we've had this season, because I feel like in that team meeting, and I said it before, I feel like they tried to say things, but they did it in such a nice way, like, oh, come on, guys, we got to do better. And I'm like, nah, this is the moment where we air out anything that's in your mind that's bugging you or bothering you about that. But just say, bro, this is what I have. And then I could say the same thing. And then we get it all out and we go, right, clean slate, line in the sand. Can we now get on it and try and go and win these games now? We got this many finals left this season. No one is outrunning us. You think if I saw 2016, you wouldn't even have got to that anyway before I said something. But we're at 23, 26 games where teams have outrun us this season. You think me seeing that we're going into the next game and we're okay with it, or that's not being brought up? You think the San Marino thing would have gone unchecked? Oh, these men think that they can off. I would have been like, yeah, go and cook the next team and then tweet. Say, yo, come and play us then.
I would have printed it off, bro. It would have been on everyone's locker. Bro, that San Marino tweet would have been there, bro. On man's locker. Yeah, the thing, you dickheads, boys. He's going to take this.
This team, when you look at this team sheet
here, when you look at this team sheet that you've got in front of you, bro, I just think all the guys are lovely.
The cool, I'd hang out of them. I'd hang out of them. I don't trust them to fucking build my club around.
Out of all of those people, the one with the pictures, the one who I think is a bit unhinged, bro. No. Okay. Seriously, he's a bit unhinged, bro. He's like so unpredictable. I'm like, I don't know if you want to fuck with this guy, bro. Like, he keeps losing it. The rest of them, Lovely guys, bro. Like, what if we when we play Everton, yeah, you see if we don't go to war, do you trust any of these like to back it against Tarkowski and them, man?
Well, I saw Curtis on his one, and everyone was standing there going, "Being nice."
Curtis tried to handle the Corey and them man on his own, and them so everyone stood over there and left him. And then only actually Slots number 2 came on the pitch and he got sent off because he was on it. Everyone else was like, "Oh, yo, Curtis really should." Well, Curtis was backing the fans. He said, "The Corey don't celebrate in front of my fans." I'm not mad at the Corey doing it. Shithouse Derby. But Curtis is like, "Nah, Scouser, bro, you ain't gonna do that in front of our fans. Fuck that, bro." Tarkowski and Branthwaite and Patterson mash these lot up.
Wait, and they're 3 points behind us as well. You know?
Barry and them, man.
Yo, we're being beat by the EastEnders All-Stars, man.
No, but look, I got some where's my mouse gone? I got some little slides for us to go through, yeah. And I see people crashing out Konate. Why did Konate get bullied at the back post? But then they threw Gravenberch in the big pitch. I'm like, what did he have to do with this, bro? He had nothing to do with this scene. But
that Grav doing the studge as well. What's going on here? Hands fraying everywhere.
You know what the fucked up thing is? This isn't on Grav, but in both goals, he just looked clueless. I swear to you, on both, because I'm in the watch along. The other goal where he goes to Verbs at the back post and he goes across, I instantly, because I got mad when they scored, I thought it was Konate who was standing there. And then when I saw the replay, I'm like, the fuck is Grav doing? Like, why are you just there? You're just there, bro. Yeah, it's not still.
You know what he's on, though? He's on sharp fades and, score a goal, do the little smiley thing. He's a poser, man.
He's a poser, bro.
He's a poser.
Man said, nah. I crashed out in Sav's watch long. I said some stuff I didn't like it, Sav. I didn't like it.
Because I said, what did I was like, man, them seriously, what's Grav done this? What is he doing? And then Ash said something to you in the chat and then you lost it, bro. But you have to just admit, man, he was rubbish, bro.
No, Sav. Do you know why I strongly disagree? Because I purposely watched what he was doing in this game. Because I wanted to see, right, am I overly thinking like, yo, he's doing something or not? Am I gonna say like he was perfect the whole game? No. But you see in that first half, the amount of interceptions and tackles he made and get us out of
okay. No, you prove my point. Okay, in fairness to the chat, what was there me? You prove my point. We said in this second half, what has this man done? So the first half is the half where everyone's like, oh, the game's kind of balanced, not much going on, it's boring. But it was the second half because what happened was, and it's happened to me a few times this season with Grav, I forgot he was on the pitch, innit? So then I said to somebody, did the sub Grav off? And then I just saw him. And he's like, but how does he, for somebody this tall, I don't know how he disappears. He just fades into the background. The only way I notice is when like Minter or Matoma and that's running down the left side. And I'm like, oh yeah, it's normally Konate and then Grav's normally here somewhere. And then I'm looking, I'm like, oh, this happens to him every now and again. Then he'll do like one decent thing. He'll do like an interception and that. It just goes missing, man. But the midfielders don't exist anyway. Just don't exist. It's whatever. The big hole.
Yeah, like, and that's what I said. I think the manager changed something because it looked like in that first half, Grav was playing as the 6. But then it felt like when Eki went off in the first 4 minutes, he was still playing there. But then gradually as the half went on, it felt like things were getting tweaked. Things were getting changed. And in the second half, I don't know what formation we decided to do in that second half. Because it just looked like no one was where they're meant to be. And everyone was just roaming around, just plugging gaps where they can. Whoever is closest, you're going to pick up that position. That's what it felt like. Instead of like, yo, no, we're going to go out there. You're going to play here. You're going to play there. You're going to play there. And then we'll do what we need to do within the game. And we'll see how it works first 10 minutes. And then from there, if we need to change it. And it felt like we didn't. But
it's freestyle tactics, isn't it? It's like, look, it's like Scott says to them, I'm going to show you the lineup and you lot just do whatever. Like, if you're in the position, pick him up. If you see McAllister running forward, maybe try filling behind. If you feel brave, go up there with him and leave it 2v2 at the back. Do whatever you want. And then what we end up seeing is everything that's terrible about that. It's just gaping holes in midfield. McAllister pressing beyond the forward three. We see Gravenberch go missing, ends up at right back. We see it's just a mess. We see Verts drifting over to the right wing. It's all over the place.
I don't understand, Kev. Like, why did we take off Konate and then put Gravenberch as a centre back, bro? Because I heard what
he's done that. I think he's done that. I read he's done that 5 times this season, and we've lost all five times. So I think after the 3rd time, 4th time, you probably think that's the tactic that don't really work. Let's stop doing that. I mean, even worse yet, when he was making changes, he seen Matoma come on the pitch and thought it was a smart idea to put him up against Curtis Jones at right back. He got cooked straight away. Matoma didn't even do a skill. He just went, "Oh, you're going to leave that gap inside? I'll go in there." And then he squared it back and the guy missed it. It was crazy. It was crazy. Talk about hanging your players out to dry. If I'm Curtis Jones, after a war cry weeks ago, they're not getting picked, and then put a right back when Matoma's come on the pitch, I'm dipping. I'm out. I'm checking. I'm not getting embarrassed about that again. Like, forget it. I couldn't believe when Matoma picked up the ball and I seen he was running at Curtis Jones. I thought, we're done. We're absolutely done. This is going to turn from losing a game to now just being embarrassed again. We're going to have Ice Spice, Joe Gomez situations happening again. It's going to be they're going to embarrass us. It's going to be horrible. It's going to
Ice Spice is crazy.
What's Lot's obsession with this? He's done it all season though. This obsession when we're losing a game or drawing and he gets late to take Konate off.
I don't know, Seth. I don't know. I can't. I have no answers. I don't know.
Every team that scores against us like that, and we're trying to get back in the game, they don't stop attacking us. So we're still fucked. He keeps doing it.
It's like he wants to leave Grav on, and he also wants to put another midfielder on, but he doesn't know that. No. You know what you do? You sub off one of the midfielders, whoever it is that you feel needs to come off. You take them off and leave the defenders alone. Clearly, they're defending. Let them defend.
What's so dumb as well, he takes Konate off and pushes Grav back there, I think to instill a bit of like control passing out the back or something.
Konate can pass.
Konate, that's what I was about to say. Konate is arguably our best line breaker from the back. The amount of times he puts a through ball into the forward down the channels and gets us up the pitch. And not let alone if the last 5 minutes you're going to tell Virgil to hang up top, then you don't want your other centre-back that's sitting back to not be a centre-back. Because I'm not being funny. If you're concerned about defending, you'd leave Konate on the pitch. And if you're concerned about pace and recovery, if they're going to transition on us, I don't think taking Ibu off for Gravenberch is going to answer that question either. So it's just dumb. It's dumb. It's a stupid tactic. It's never seemed right and it's never worked, and he continues to do it.
I don't get it, man. I'm still so confused about that, man. But then what the other debate online, guys, was the offside. The offside that the people that like to do the math. I'll make it a little bit bigger. Can you guys still hear me? Yeah.
Yeah.
Hold on. I'll change it. Let's change it to this so I can make it. Bear with me, guys. Let's change it to that and then get it back in. I don't think I can even zoom in anymore, so apologies. That's the biggest I can make it. They were saying that Welbeck was ahead of the ball and the line, similar to, what this reminds me of? You remember when we got that onside goal from Florian Wirtz? And I was like, nah, they edited that. Because for me, he was way offside. What game was it? And we got a goal from it. They drew the line and all of
Sunderland, didn't it?
Was it Sunderland? And I was like, nah, Wirtz weren't onside there. I'll take it, but he's not onside. And when they did the VAR, like, the mannequin still with the line and stuff, I was like, nah, they've definitely moved the player.
Nah, Welbeck wasn't offside, bro.
They drew, so basically, whatever this thing is, they go to this offside checker thing, and basically his knee, his hips are in line with the ball. So I don't know if that portion of your body on side is where they go, right, you're not ahead of the ball. But his knee and his foot was ahead of the ball. So if they drew the line from his actual toe, then he would have been offside. But they done the line where it's in line with his body.
Yeah, because his knee's ahead of his toe. They drew the line from his knee because it's the furthest part of his body forward, matched up to our last player. because you can score with your knee, innit? That's what. So
No,
that,
but,
so the match.
but you see here, they should have drawn it with his toe because his foot was still ahead of his knee. So it's not like his knee was bent over and the toe was behind it. His knee was the furthest part past his hips, but his toe was still ahead of him. I need to zoom in so I could show you guys a little bit clearer, but I can't.
The problem you're always going to have with this is the image isn't straight. They get the other image. This image isn't straight. How you never be able to deem something unless it's quite obvious with a slanted image.
Yeah, that's why that 3D AI generated one, they pan round, don't they?
So you see what I'm saying about what I'm trying to, my point I'm trying to make is, you see the onside thing that they've shown you here, what they show you online. Look at the body position compared to the player's body position. So look at what they're giving you. Clearly, that's going to be onside from what they've shown you there, but that's not how his body position is in the real life stat. So he's in here, they're showing like his back foot isn't as far back as his right foot. His right foot, they're showing here on the top image that it's really close to his left foot. And I'm like, no, but if you look at the actual image, there is a distance between his left foot and his right foot. So they've clearly edited that down to make it seem like he was onside. The image is incorrect that they've used at the top.
With the image, because these are not the only images that came up while I was watching it. Because there's one where they've got the AI image there. Well, not the AI image, the auto, but there's players there as well. There's the players auto images as well, because that matters. Just having it, obviously, it's in line with the ball, but there's a player there as well. So I don't understand why it comes out like that, man. But I don't know, like unless you, and I know we don't have it in it, because unless I see the video again, still images, they're not gonna.
Yeah, but I originally thought it would be close whether or not it's onside or offside in it, because obviously he just has to stay behind the ball. It used to be behind the ball or in line with the ball. That's what they used to say. As long as you're behind the player, the ball, then you're onside. But I'm just like, nah, it's a part of his body is definitely offside. And obviously he can't score with his hand. That's in front. His knee, you'd probably go, yeah, there's a question mark there. You could probably line that in. But then his toe is ahead of his knee. So then
that top image needs to be the one with who is it, Virgil or somebody like that in the image as well.
Yeah, but it doesn't even matter if they're in it or not, because it's just the ball and the player now. That's where it comes from. Virgil's allowed this brother to run behind him, and I don't know how, which is kind of crazy to be fair. He just allowed man to just make a run, but even if they're in it or not, they're excluded from the convo now because the player is onside that received it. Now it's about whether Welbeck is behind the player or not, and he's in line with the ball, but other parts of his body that he can score with is ahead of it. So that look, it's a goal. It's a goal either way for me.
Do you know what? Even if Welbeck's not there, right? Let's say Welbeck's not there, and there's no question of offside. The guy could have took that down and shot and finished.
Yeah,
because we allowed the cross to come in. We've got 2v2 somehow. Virgil's not got no awareness of where the attacker is around him. It's the most piss easy goal ever. And I'm not being funny as well. It came from a cross that they'd previously scored from a cross against us and cut it back. So we conceded two of very similar goals. And they were whipping crosses in all day. Like, at some point, is someone going to get alert to this? Virgil, as a captain, are you going to tell your fullback to get out and stop the crosses? Maybe you, seeing these crosses, might want to take a yard step back and maybe be face onto the play instead of chasing shadows. Like, this is basic stuff, man. There was nothing. Fair play to Brighton. It's a nice goal to see. It was a lovely whip cross, but this ain't Barcelona 2008. Like, this is just a cross into the box, 2v2, and you lost. It shouldn't happen. It shouldn't happen. It certainly shouldn't happen twice in a game.
Same goal twice, pretty much, isn't it? Back post header and then someone header in. But I do understand with the offside thing. I just think it's the thing's perspective, and if the thing's never straight, then the people that don't have the access, like all of us, and we only get shown what we're seeing, we're always going to think that something's on or offside based on how we see. Because I've seen people record and put their ruler up to their flipping TV and that. But I get it, bro, because that's what working cameras, isn't it? Like, it's perspective. It looks. If you put something on a slant, it's completely different to having it perfectly horizontal. So the only thing what can fix these kind of things or arguments is a bird's eye view. You can't get away from it if it's straight in the bird's eye view, but then you have to have the drone and stuff.
The yellow lines in it, to show you the angle of the pitch.
Yeah.
I haven't gone to check whatever because this is offside checker. Unless there's an app where you can just load in an image and then
because who the hell is offside checker anyway?
I don't know. I'm about to
Some
go
random
and check.
Twitter page or something like
I'm
that.
gonna go and check now.
No, what I don't get is when they pan to the VAR studio, right? You got the one guy working to figure it out, and
One was
another
sitting
guy
back,
just looking at the guy trying to figure it out. There's two of you there. Why?
That guy who was sitting back, that's what I said to my son. The guy who was sitting back definitely had Pringles and Haribos in front of him first. He just cleaned off the desk. Because they want me to believe that you just sat there with a bottle of water the whole time. Nah, man. You had snacks, bro.
I'm just having snacks and chilling, bro. Nah, these men are jokers, bro. Nah, I don't know. Like, you're right, though, innit? Even if it's offside or onside, the other player could easily have just brought it down and just put it away. That's poor defending, bro.
Well, we should have lost 5-1 anyway. So even if this was ruled offside, we'd have still lost the bloody game in the end.
Yeah, they had quite a few chances. Mamada's videos saves were like basic for what he should know how to do as a goalkeeper, but it was still good to keep us in the game because it could have went anywhere. Some of them, even one when he crossed the ball across the way, he'd like dive out and slapped it away. And then that one you're on about when Matoma just twinkle-toed into the box and cut it back, and someone miskicked it. It was a death.
What about their left back as well, Sam?
Curtis off the line.
Curtis off the line.
Made a good run.
Yeah, he did.
No, but before that, what's his name? Gravenberch headers it off the line first, because he headers it away and then threw himself at it. Our team is just dreadful, bro. Boy, our team is just dreadful, isn't it? What about this one? Tackle on Curtis. Saw debates on this as well online. Where's your guys' head? Do you know if Curtis? Do you know what Curtis let himself down? Because he carries on, he gets up and plays the pass and then goes down. I'm like, bro, you see, if you go down early and just start rolling, you might have got it. You might have got it. But as soon as you get up and carry on, they're like, clearly weren't hurt, bro. Like, get on with the game.
Hey, can I ask you a question? We had a red card this season.
No, don't say that because we might get one, bro. I don't even like having conversation like this with you guys. You guys get things too right. So no.
we haven't had any, and Chelsea's had about 11.
I was just thinking because like we're soft in it. We're dead soft. We don't even get close to putting challenges in to give away red cards. I'm just thinking, do you know? Because I'm so pissed at this team. I'm like, yo, Curtis, you're finding it. Get up. Do you know what? If you're gonna be slight and you're gonna be light and not aggressive, be so good at it that you just flip the ball over the guy, nip there first. Buy the foul, be smart with it, right? Or go full shit house, rolling around on the floor or something.
Yeah,
but he did nothing. And this guy, I'm not quite sure who he is. Fair play to him. I actually thought he won the ball and then went high up. Good, good. That's what you needed to do. That was your mental in today's game. Aggression. Leave one on him if you can. Yeah, sound all right. I'm done. I don't care. I know, Endz, you want to talk about is it a red card or not a red card? I don't care. You can kick all our players. I don't care anymore. Kick them all up. Someone needs to. Slap them around the face.
Oh.
No, you're right, man. We got a bunch of wimps on our team. Our most aggressive player is McAllister, bro. So that should tell you enough. McAllister and Kirkers, most aggressive players we have. Shit.
Liz asked the question, how can we fix this shit show? Liz, I don't know. Like, I don't know.
We said months ago about the coffee bar. I got a new one now as well. Sliders.
Yeah.
Get rid of sliders. Sick of seeing players with sliders. Used to come out in the trainers, Air Maxes and stuff. Now sliders. You're too casual. I don't want to see you in sliders anymore.
And the fashionistas as well, bro. Don't turn up to football in flares, bro. Liverpool tracksuit with your initials from now on. That's it. No, none of them beige colours.
Well, they had to do the Tommy Hilfiger stuff in it for that. Obviously, that's the brand deal stuff in it. They had to do so.
Yeah, safe. But you keep turning up to training in flares and that. Nah, they look like Zara models turning up, bro. Like, nah, turn up in your tracksuit, man.
Do you know when things are going wrong though, Sam? I lie. Sometimes you're like, how comes when a couple of bad games you take in, you know what, just a couple of bad games, lads. We carry on as normal and then we'll just fix it as we go. But when you've had like the 9 and 12 section, at some point you'd be like, no, we gotta ban certain things now. So we gotta ban a lot of stuff.
It's the first thing you do, take the privileges away. I mean, you can't take their clothes away, but like you know, you got to take privileges away.
No, but you can put stuff in like, no, come into
Yeah.
training with the training ground kit.
Yeah.
You can put that into. You can implement that. You come into training in your training ground.
Come in
your
training, ready to
kit.
train, bruv, not to take photos first.
Yeah.
Standard.
Yeah.
Get in there.
And anything, your brand deal stuff that you got outside of it, do that in your own time. Cool, not a problem. But we're not doing this on the clubs, on the back of the club.
Mm-hmm.
You're not.
Do you know what? Do you know you like said? So I think you said earlier about printing off the San Marino tweet and pinning it up, right?
Yeah, bro.
Do you know what we had? This is how arrogant we are. You know what we had at the start of the season? We're gonna put all our highlight moments up on the wall. So we had the Rio last minute goal there. You know, like we ain't seen it since, by the way, after the first 5 games. You know, that stopped.
That down, bro.
No more highlights. But do you know the arrogance of it? We're gonna put all our highlights. So this season, like you've done something already. 5 games in, you're putting highlights up. That is arrogance.
McAllister and Chiesa after games on TikTok doing up penne pasta, bro, just trying to pronounce words. Dickheads, bro. I don't want to see that. No, it pissed me off, bro.
Yeah, it did me as well.
It pissed me off. Because because I know that the game's just done and you're in the changing room. Dude, nah, man. Do them TikToks at home. You're sending out a bad message. We look soft, bro. The message got sent when the man then went Ibiza, bro. I told man this, and it's been shit ever since.
Yeah. Stems from Ibiza.
Slot,
the Ibiza trip was. Yeah, that was the start of it. So when all the ladies were coming out with the congratulations signs.
The slot girls.
Slot ain't been the same since.
Ain't been the same since, man.
He's still in Ibiza.
You know, his head is like because now he's got what? He's got 2 weeks off now, and he might end up back in that beef.
I swear to God, if we see him now, he can't enjoy life for 2 weeks. I don't care.
No pictures of you out.
No, if he's in Ibiza Rocks or he's in San Antonio Bay, whatever it is, nah, it's done. Sack him then. He can't be having a good time.
Oh man! All right, I hear you guys want to talk about the red card. What about this? Olise's family turned up to the game. Apparently,
I'm not entertaining this. I'm not entertaining this.
No, so we're going to entertain.
No, I'm not entertaining this, bro. No, I'm not doing this.
More chance of joining Brian, I think.
Did he turn up to watch a Brighton because that's who he's joining? Because can't be us. No, on the real, guys. When I saw this shit, I'm just like, so the Galatasaray game is the one you wanted the family to turn up to. This is the one. This is the game.
We have to start asking questions about these tweets here, because when it says family, who is this family?
I don't know. That's why I bring it to the people to discuss.
When people say it, initially you start thinking mom, dad, brother, maybe a cousin, maybe a sister. When really it could just be his cousin who supports Liverpool, who came to a game and sat in the crowd regular, bro. I don't know. I didn't see like normally when it's someone's family, the camera pans to them and stuff. I didn't see none of that.
What makes me laugh as well is this is put in such a way like Olise doesn't know how Liverpool play at the minute, doesn't know Liverpool really. So he's gone to the Brighton game or sent family, just go watch Liverpool play. Just let me know bring me back a report. And then based on that report, I'm going to decide if I'm going to go there in the summer. That's how this tweet is put. Like this guy, if there was any link to Liverpool, like this guy wouldn't have been watching games, know who we are.
They wouldn't have had different type of meetings in anyway, bro. In a location where it best suits. Brighton. The Brighton game. That's the game. That's the game. That's the game where we go. We're gonna sell you Liverpool, bro. Come to this one. We're inviting you down as a guest. Come down, sit down in the box. You know, watch us play. You know what I mean? Can have a little laugh. We have a conversation after. That's the game. Because if I go back, if I'm Olise's family member and I go back, I'm like, bro, just stay where you are. Just stay. Do not go there. Because if you go there, it's a long day. Yeah, we don't want that small. Let's stay where we are. Let's see if they fix up in another year. And if another year goes by and the move is ready, we'll make that move. I ain't never convincing my family member to move to this team right now. Not a chance until they fix up the backroom stuff, bro.
No, that Bayern team's so good as well, man.
Mm-hmm.
So good. They could, keep hold of them players, which most of them they will. Obviously, they moved the squad around a bit, but they've got a good chance of Champions League this season. Probably as good a chance anybody next season. Why would he leave?
Man said he wants to give up playing with Killer Kane and Skillman Diaz. No way, bro. You seen the amount of goals they've scored?
The only way he comes to Liverpool is if he wants to come back to the Premier League, but then he's gonna have all the suitors. He could go to any of the top sides, couldn't he? And I also, I mean, it goes without saying, any signing, we need a new manager, right? And the new manager's got to be the first signing, because I can't believe any player can be successful coming in now under this coach and these tactics. But especially a player like Olise, he plays a little bit. He plays cool, doesn't he? He's in cruise control. He'll dictate the tempo himself, and Liverpool probably need like rockets in their team rather than the cool, collected guy, because all that's going to happen is he'll take nice touches and he'll play through balls, but he ain't going to have runners around him. So he ain't going to have energy and legs around him. And so he'll fade as a player.
I'm still upset, Cav, that we sold Diaz, man. And I'm upset that some of the fan base wanted this guy gone.
Diaz is the exact player Liverpool need. The exact one. That player that would just energy, hardworking, collect the ball, try beat a man. If he loses it, scrap for it again, because that inspires the rest of the team to do the same. You need that type of engine.
So we sold Diaz to go and try and buy Diaz.
It's the worst decision. It was the worst decision.
Just the worst decision.
We should have sold anybody else to free up the funds to pay this guy. Well, we had funds because we spent $500 million this summer.
Now, do you know it's mad, yeah? Because you're like, so we could have given him a bigger contract.
No, you man didn't see Slot's press conference. They said we spent 150 million. We sold players.
Okay. You sold your best players, by the way.
That's what he said, bro.
Do you know what I mean? In what world is that logical?
No, not man.
Bro, we sold him when he was going into the next gear of his career, you know.
Yeah, it's getting silly, man. And now, like, pundits and fans and that are dictating when someone's prime is, just based on age. You don't work like that.
Sorry, one second.
Yeah, don't work like that.
Let me play this up real quick, bro. Bro, I know this for a fact he didn't want to leave Liverpool.
Yeah, he didn't.
I'm not going to tell you yet, but we know for a fact. There's a stream that we did, and we know for a fact he didn't want to leave.
Yeah, it's true.
He didn't want to leave. He left because they didn't want to pay him.
Yeah. Which is crazy because he's gone. Other players got new contracts with more money.
And he came from the horse's mouth himself, bro, that he didn't want to leave. Just to clear that up. He did not want to leave our team. He wanted to be here. He enjoyed playing for Liverpool, but he wanted to be paid.
Mm-hmm. He would be transformative to this side, you know.
I agree.
He genuinely, let's just say that we did sell him, and then in January, in whatever world this happens, he goes, I'm coming back Liverpool. He would transform this side. You put him on the left and Wirtz in the 10 and Ekitike up top, right? And you can still play Salah because he can do what he did last season and let all the other guys doing the running around, and then he just pop up for the moments. He would transform this team. That work rate at the top of the pitch, that pressing, that fight, that winning it back, that ball carrying, that skill. Forget the goals and assists. If he got no goals and assists, he would be playing with better players as well.
Him playing with better players would help him.
It was the dumbest decision in the summer to let him go. We could all see it. That's the reason why we liked him so much, was because he gave us that Sadio Mane type attitude where he just scrapped for everything. Like, we knew we needed that. That's all of our recent successes come through having that up at the top of the pitch, pressing, winning the ball back earlier, fighting again, counter pressing. That's why we liked him so much. We all thought when we signed him, it was like, he's not going to be Sadio Mane. Mane is one of the best players in the world, right? And he was different to Mane in some respects, but he gave you them key elements to the side. And then we came to this summer and just thought it'd be okay to let go of that and replace it for what? I don't care what Vert's stats were thrown up last season. I think I read he was in the top 10 for pressing his forwards and stuff. Top 10, I don't care about top 10. I want top threes in terms of that.
Them stats only come out when we're struggling.
Yeah.
Nobody cares about that stat before, bro. You can't do it, man. Once you knew Trent was going, losing Diaz is crazy work. Honestly. Because they're two key components to the way you already play. Literally, diag ball from Trent as Diaz was the ball every time. So once one of them was going, like, and you knew Trent was going already, okay, let's keep Diaz. Let's keep him, lock him in. Not like he was asking for money that he didn't deserve, by the way. Like, fucking hell. One's on the same dead contract. Weird, bro. But so that happens, man. Now we're in what we are now, and I don't even know who wants to play for Liverpool anymore. Maybe I'm exaggerating, and next season will come along and people want to, but I don't know why people want to play for Liverpool. And as I said, the other clubs, when you don't have the pool of the club anymore, or the way you play, money is the pool. But we don't do that. We pay big money for players, but we don't give them the wages. So, what would you want to play?
I suppose Champions League football is a big thing. One of the benefits will be, I think there'll be a lot of players that leave in the summer that are on big contracts. So there should be some funds freed up. I mean, if Mo Salah's on 400 grand a week,
it's two players, isn't it?
I'm taking that. I'm getting two world-class players for 250 a week then.
Yeah, that's a big. Yeah, that's enough to come in on if you're a new player. 250. Yeah, you're free.
You say that. What we just gave Graf? 280, 270.
Yeah.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, that's where we're at, man. And then just before we head out, guys, just kind of have a look, man, of where we are, man. So between 5th and 10th, well, you know, everyone in there scrapping around trying to finish in the Champions League spot. We have to play Everton, we have to play Fulham, we have to play Brentford, we have to play Chelsea, and I think we're done with Brighton now. So we have to play 4 out of those teams.
Yeah, and we got to play Man U, and who's above that.
And we have to play United, that's above that.
Yeah, I don't know, man.
Let me just.
Any confidence it will be dictated to by the other teams for me, bro. So,
you know, the first 5 games we won the first 5 games of the season, right? So 15 points, which we didn't deserve to win. By the way, I was at them games. If you take them 15 points away. So we're judging, we're parking those first 5 games. We're judging the rest of the season where we would be. We would be 14th.
14th is a reasonable reflection of how we play football. If I see a team play like Liverpool, I'd think they'll be like 14th or 15th.
And that's the exact reason I said that, Sam. I think that's based on form, performance, everything. Liverpool deserve to be 14th in this league.
Yeah, I agree.
We ain't getting top 5. We ain't getting top 5. We ain't getting Champions League football. My only hope now, and I genuinely think this after a World Cup summer and the squad we've got and the investment and the new manager, would be better off out of the league. Reset it. The players have to leave and cut the wage bill. So be it. Reset it.
So we need to finish. So we need to finish 9th then.
I'm happy. I'm more than happy as a fan next season to only watch Liverpool play once a week. That is okay for me. I can have my Wednesday and Tuesday nights back. No problem. I'm not giving up. Thursday nights ain't happening. I don't do anything on Thursday nights. I certainly ain't giving it up to watch Liverpool in the bloody Conference League or Europa League.
Do you know how many football games I've given up on a Wednesday, bro? Just because of this stupid team, bro.
Yeah, Conference League ain't happening, bro. Not ever. Never that.
Where do we need to finish? 9th?
9th, I think, because I seen the thing yesterday saying that if I'm correct, is Palace in Europa League, isn't it?
Yeah, they're in the quarters now, I think.
Yeah, but it said something like if Palace win the Europa League, then obviously they get into the Champions League, so then there's another spot open there. So,
see.
yeah. Because obviously the FA Cup, is it FA Cup? FA Cup gives you Europe as well, isn't it?
I think it gives you Europe or it
gives you Europe
League or Conference, one of them stuff.
Okay, so that's what it is. So Palace win if they win the Conference League, they go into the Europa League by that.
Yeah.
So then there's another spot open.
And then where's it? Villa and them, man. If they win it, they go into the Champions League.
That's what it is. So it's based on all them teams winning. If they win, then it opens up another spot, drops a spot further down. Listen, the fact that there's even all these caveats is stupid, bro. Like, that's what the world's become now. We're just, if you're a loser, you can still get praise for stuff. I don't like it, man. Like, winning the FA Cup and the League Cup and all that stuff and getting, I think that's cool. But the league positions, just stop it at 4 and stop fucking around, bro. Like, it's horrible. We got Arsenal to thank for this extra Champions League spot because they've been so good in the Champions League. That thing's sewn up with the top 5, but yeah, have to finish like 9th or something. Let them, man, I'm with Cav, man. Dude, the Man U thing, bro. They were out of all the competitions this season, and they were shit. But once they got a manager who could manage them properly, it's benefiting them now having the one game. So yeah, I don't.
Do we need to bring back the 3 sessions a week? Well, 3 sessions a day, Sav. The morning, evening, and night train. Need to bring that back.
These guys don't even train every day.
Yeah,
they get
man.
Days off. I can't believe they get days off. I'd be having them in, even if okay, sports science, right? I ain't gonna argue for science. If they tell me that they're in the red zone and stuff, okay, cool. Well, you're coming in and you're sweeping. Cleaners have a day off. You're coming in and cleaning the accident. No, I'm not joking.
But they can do gym work, though, innit? Even if they're in the red zone, like, yeah, we might not be able to run and do something, but you can come in and do a bit of gym.
Yeah.
No, they ain't doing gym. They have a good time in the gym, ends. They're not doing that. No. So they can do it in silence. That's how they can do gym for me.
Yeah, no more Afro beats and resistant bands, blood. Just do push-ups. Push-ups and burpees, bro. That's it.
Push-ups and burpees. All right, man. Listen.
Man. Hate this team.
Big up, Sav. Big up, Cav. Big up to the chat, man. Appreciate you guys watching. Smash the like, subscribe, do all that great stuff. Sav's links to his channels are in the description, man. Look, I think Arsenal play City today. I don't care about that game at all, so I'm not watching that. I don't care.
I'm gonna watch it. I might don't watch along still. I still care about the cup.
That's
I'm just watching it, bro. I'm just gonna watch it, no pressure, and it's nothing to do with me. I'm gonna see some kind of good football. That's what I need. That's the antidote to bad football, bro. To Liverpool been playing antichrist football all season. I need something.
Yeah.
Who do you think wins that?
City.
Endz?
But if Arsenal win that,
I mean, Arsenal wins.
If Arsenal win that cup, bro, it's problems for everyone for the rest of the season because they don't lose much games.
I think Arsenal win it.
Yeah, it could be.
Yeah, I'm going Arsenal as well.
Could be a young treble for Arsenal still.
They'll win the league, and if they win it, well, they got a chance to win that, so they'll get at least a double, minimum a little young.
Who did they get in the next round of the FA Cup? We got Man City.
Southampton away.
Yeah, they might win that still.
and they'll make the Champions League final because they've got a good route.
Yeah, that's the problem. When you see the 2 legs, you're not beating Arsenal over 2 legs. Yeah, Sporting. Yeah. I think you can beat them in a one-off game, and you just hope that you scored enough goals because when you go back to their place, dark still. Hey, should be interesting. It don't bother me anymore. Like spent the whole half of the season like, oh yeah, just don't want Arsenal to win the league. I honestly don't care anymore.
Yeah, they can win whatever they want to win, man. Because as I said, once the season is finished, it resets and we go again, bro. We've noticed that we won the league, and does it feel like we won the league? No.
But that's because we've been shit in it.
No, I hear it. But even if we weren't shit, like you'd just be like, well, we reset it. We have to try and go and win again. As soon as that season is done, it's about right. Let's enjoy it for now, and then we need to go again.
What would be beautiful if England won the World Cup, bro? Cancel out Arsenal's whole season, boy.
Yeah.
Parade? What parade? The England parade?
The English parade in London. All right. Ed, you go to that? England won the World Cup.
What's that?
Would you go to a parade?
England won the World Cup.
Endz ain't invited, bro.
Nah, yeah.
Nah, ain't invited, bro. You can go Spain, go Spain, bro. You ain't invited. Make sure me and my EDL mates keep you out, bro.
I got a few of them, mate, as well.
Pushing him back on the train.
Now, would that go?
Nah, you're all right, Sav. You're a proper black in, but the other one, get him out of here, mate. Get him out of here.
You're proper black
in his Barca shirt.
Yeah.
Because he'd do that as well, you know. He'd turn up to a parade in a Barca shirt.
He would, bro.
Nah, listen, man. I'll chill with the Spanish community, man. They're vibes still. Don't worry about that. When they win again,
The vibes until they're not, bruv, with the Spanish people.
yeah, until they're not. Nah, I told you one time I joined. Yeah, I was playing not pro clubs. I was playing. What was I playing? A drop in. Man, the first Spanish guy was all right. They see the second guy that jumped in. Yeah,
Necto. You know, bruv. Racismo on online.
for no reason. I was
Yeah,
like,
man.
wait. How? You can only see my character, bro. What do you mean?
That's all they need, bro. All they need is the essence, bro. The way you kiss your teeth, blood is like, hold on a minute, bro. This is one of those.
Wait, so he's exposing himself there, isn't he? Because
Yeah.
even people that don't know him on drop-ins hate him.
Hey, listen, man. I just want to win, man. I just want to win in it. Big up, G. We'll be there, man. We'll be there. I'm going to Spain next week anyway, so I enjoy it. I enjoy it. Oh, God, tell the lads, make sure we need a good World Cup, lads. We need a good World Cup.
Yeah, you
know what I
better give him
mean?
that pep talk, man.
We need a good World Cup, man. Getting all the players back fit as well. That's the only time I like Moreno, you know. I hate him for Arsenal, but I love him for Spain.
Sav, you gonna do watch-alongs during the World Cup?
Come on, bro. You already know, bro. That's my thing, bro. Yeah.
And do you know what? There's one thing that's Liverpool being terrible is annoying. You just want to get to May. You just want to end the season and go again in August. But I'm really looking forward to the World Cup, man.
I love it.
Like
bro.
I'm actually dead pleased that it comes around quite quick after the season ends.
Yeah, and the
So
games are
get
spread out all
going.
day. Like there's games in the morning, then there's games in the evening, bro. Like, I ain't gonna lie. There's some games I've seen what like 3 a.m. bro, so I don't know what's going on there. Might sort that out, but but I'm here for it, bro. I love the random games in that. Japan, Ghana. Yeah, run me that, man. I'm here for it still, bro. I remember doing the Saudi Arabia versus Argentina watch along and that Al Saidi and that. Yeah, I lost my mind, bro. Lost my mind, bro. I'm one of them. Like, give me the underdogs. I'm there, bro. Yeah, that's beauty. It's a thing of beauty, man. I love it, bro. Love it, man. Fuck this.
And there's always standout players that you're watching, and then suddenly, your club's linked to them, and you're like, all right.
Yeah.
Never heard of him before, but I had a good World Cup. We'll give it a try.
Yeah, they normally stink after the good time for a new club, innit? But yeah, James Rodriguez killing it he's killing it in that World Cup, bro. Signing for Madrid and that. Like, this ain't the same James Rodriguez, bro. But
just get mad players like that Mexican goalkeeper.
Yeah,
turns up for World Cups. Best player out there.
Yeah, man. Who do we have?
Like, what's his club side? No idea. Just turns up for World Cups.
He's like been around forever. The random Switzerland players. Remember that video was in the Euros, and it killed me as well because he played good for like 2 games and that. Bare shot stopping.
I was making saves, you know.
Yeah, man. Yeah, it should be 6 though. I'm actually looking forward to it, man. And I like the culture around it. The culture should be a bit weird this time though, because obviously it's Canada, America, and Mexico. So I don't know about Mexico though. You just killed the Mexican drug lord.
Need to know what time the Spanish games are. I'll do this. I'll cover the Spanish games.
Yeah, I'm just saying, bro. You can't kill a cartel member and then have a football match in the same year, bro. You might have to move them games still. Move it to move to Albuquerque and that, bro. It's Mexican enough.
Yeah, they're gonna move. I think they said they're moving some of the games, or they consider moving some of the games.
Yeah. Nah, it should be good, man. And then obviously once it gets to the knockouts, and it's cold, isn't it? So yeah.
If England plays Spain, so are we doing the watch along together?
No, but that's not because I don't want to do the watch along. I'm fucking God Save the Queen, mate. I'm not watching that. You think I'm doing the final on?
If they play together, we go.
You think I'm doing a watch along? Am I in the fucking pub with the lads, boy?
No, not in the. I'm not in the final. Obviously, England and getting to the final.
If it's what'd you say? England and Spain literally played in the Euros final, bro. What are you talking about? Come on, man. But
and we know who won that. But I'm saying if we get like quarterfinals, we're doing the watch along together.
Oh yeah. Come on, bro.
Yeah,
I did the World Cup final where I used like this Messi the whole time.
No, we didn't. Not use like.
It's on camera. It's on. I've never seen anything
the whole time.
Cav, you could not believe it, bro. Barcelona boy, Endz, you know him. Yeah, you remember him, Zabiri, and Baz were killing Messi, cooking him. I'm like, it's Messi. Like, we're not in agreement here that it's Messi, bro. Like, nah, ain't the goat. It's Curry goat. Said,
no, I didn't say no. Don't put that on me. No, who said that?
The clips are there, bro. It's actually the first video that pops up on my football channel. What plays straight away. The clips are there, man. Because you like were all Mbappe boys that World Cup. I remember Mbappe's the GOAT. It's over
But
for
now
Messi.
you're the Mbappe guy, bro. You're the Mbappe fanboy now, bro.
For
Don't
Real
try.
Madrid, bro. For Real Madrid, when he played for,
Right.
England played against France, and then man will order ups, bro, and then Tchouameni decided to rasp one from way back. That's the one where Saka got mashed up in it on the break. Yeah, man. I'm here for it still. I'm here for it. Hey, Jamaica still might make it. Not so.
Hey, Sav, I don't. Why? Nah, Sav, why did you throw that in?
What?
I hope we lose every pro clubs game we play.
Bro, no. I'm hoping
No, I don't.
Jamaica make it.
Heads all over.
you didn't
One
need to throw
comment
that shot in.
spins it, man. One comment spins it.
Am I tripping?
It was a
I'm
nice
saying
comment as well.
Jamaica's in the playoffs, so I
Yeah.
hope Jamaica make it, and you're getting mad at me.
Nah, because why did that need to come out? No, that just came out of left
No,
field.
because we're talking about the teams that you're going to support and that, innit?
Okay, yeah.
Our thing's always been the same.
Sorry,
England.
sorry, I got
Brazil.
triggered for no reason. My bad. I was just triggered. Sorry.
Yeah, man. I don't know what's wrong with you, but you have flashbacks of World Cup 98 or something.
No. I'm gonna end the stream now. Big up
No, I
to everyone.
want Jamaica there for the vibes, bro. Like, I want to see that. I want the vibes. You get
Nah, I
me?
hear it.
All of a sudden, my mum will start bopping around with the Jamaica top out of nowhere, bro. Like, mum, you didn't have that top before, bro. I don't know what. Some fake Jamaican top, bro, that she got from Market that says Ronaldo on the back. Mum, he doesn't.
You know it's interesting here because I know
Cristiano Ronaldo on the back. You
Yeah.
see Ronaldo on the back.
Fuck's sake, man.
Stop seeing tops like, hold on a minute. Messi ain't Mexican. Why is that Mexican top got Messi on the back? Oh man, you gotta be careful. Be careful of them. The depths of the markets, you know, they'll sell you. They'll find and sell you anything.
Nah, tops will be everywhere, bro. Different color tops, different names on the back.
Yeah,
All right, let's go and enjoy the rest of our day, man. Big up to you guys. We'll catch you guys soon, man. Peace.
Peace.